Okay, we're going to get started in 1 minute. We're going to put the PowerPoint up and we're going to get this puppy rolling. I'm so glad to see so many of you are here. This is going to be a great call. Brandon, we can put up the PowerPoint now, if you're ready for that. All right, if someone, hello from Baltimore. Will the recordings be sent out afterwards? The answer to that question is yes. We're going to be starting and we're giving it 1 more minute. Can someone tell me on your screen, do you see a PowerPoint or does it just say Organizer KWRI Maps Coaching? There's the PowerPoint. Yay. All right. So let's get this call rolling. All right, good. I see blue screen. I see purple screen. See, we all see different. I love that. All right. So I'm so glad you're all here. Welcome to the Maps Language of Sales free Building Instant Rapport call. Good afternoon. I am happy you are all here. And we are going to get a lot out of this call. So get ready. This is going to be great, and you're going to learn a lot. Stay fully engaged. Look around you. Look at your environment. Turn off whatever is distracting you. Lock up the kids. Put away your computers that you're not using, your extra iPads, your 3 other telephones. Just stay focused with me on this call for the next 30 to 40 minutes, and you will get a ton out of it. This is also an interactive call, so I love that so many of you are already using the question box. Brandon's kind of running the back end, and he will work to answer questions as well as I will. All right, someone says that they appreciate the opportunity to lock up their kids, so I love that. So just quickly, here's what you can expect on this call. I'm just going to give you a quick idea of who I am and what we do. I'm going to share a little bit about my experience with the Language of Sales course. I'm going to teach you the instant rapport building technique that we teach people who take the Language of Sales course. And honestly, it's one of those techniques that if you'll incorporate it into what you do and how you do it, just this one thing, you will see an immediate impact. So whether you take the course or not, believe me, you'll get a lot out of this call today when you stay fully engaged. And then I will at the end tell you how you can sign up for the class. And I just found out last night that we're going to offer a discount, which the discount had actually ended before Christmas. And I guess Diana decided to extend that. So I'm going to give you an idea of how you can save 20% if you take the course. So my name is Ron Wexler. I'm a Keller Williams agent and a MAPS coach here in Chicago. I've been in the business 36 years. And in 2017, my team closed 235 units for a volume of 50 million. And the fun thing I can share with you about that is I personally didn't go on one single buyer or listing appointment. So that's something that's kind of fun to be able to say out loud. I've been a maths coach for the last 13 years, and I was really excited when Diana asked me about 2 years ago if I would co-facilitate this class with Kate Patulski for a couple of reasons. The first one being that Kate Patulski is one of the greatest coaches I've ever worked with. We've been friends for over 20 years, and watching her work with people on my team, the people in my office, and agents all over the country, she's just super impactful and powerful. And the idea of teaching a course with her got me so excited. She's had just about every role in real estate. She's been an agent, a company owner, a coach, a coaching course writer, a bold coach if you're in the Keller Williams world. She's been a top agent coach, and she's now currently what we call a head coach, meaning her job, Diana asked her to coach the coaches who coach agents, and she works with them on how they can be better, live a better life, and on how they can help the agents that they're coaching to grow. So being a partner with her in a course, to me, I would have done it no matter what they asked me to do. If I knew I was going to get to spend more time hanging out with Kate, I would have been in. The other reason is because I love the Language of Sales course. I took it for the first time probably 18 or 20 years ago, and it had such an impact on my business that, well, here, I'll give you an idea. It's a 6-month course. The current one we're doing is only 12 weeks. When I took it, it was 6 months long. I signed up for it 3 times in a row. I did it for 18 straight months. And what's funny about that is when Diana asked me if I would teach it, I told her that story and she started laughing. And I said, why is that funny? And she said, because I took it for 24 straight months. She signed up for it 4 times in a row. That's probably why she's a better salesman than I am. But what I love about that is just it's the top agents and agents who want to grow and who are willing to take a chance at really learning at a high level get a lot out of Language of Sales. So play full out, turn off the distractions. Today we're going to focus on how to build rapport instantly with your family, with prospects, with clients, with staff, and for that matter, with everyone else. So the goal is that you communicate better and in a way that causes people to want to play with you. So let me just share quickly my definition of rapport. It's when 2 people have a good, synchronized, trusting, safe, and connected relationship in which they're able to understand each other's needs, ideas, and feelings. In other words, when I'm in good rapport with a client, they trust me and they do what I ask. How does that sound? Wouldn't it be fun if all of your clients trusted you and did what you asked? Maybe I can get a few hallelujahs on that one. So, I see a few people typing in. All right, so the goal in learning to build greater rapport is to cause clients to feel comfortable and accept my recommendations. It's to take your career to the next level through relating to others easily. It's to sell more homes in less times with less resistance and more comfort for everyone. And it's to cause others to act because they relate to and trust you. So the ultimate goal is to live a better life because communication is just easier. I hope that makes sense to everybody. So for the next 30 minutes, I'm going to be sharing some strategies. You know, before I go any further, I just want to make sure, can somebody just type in that they're there so I know that we're all still here? It's one thing I miss about the old systems. Can I just get a few yeses if you can hear me right now? Hello, hello. Okay. This is a little scary.
Ron, you're all good. Everyone said yes.
Good. Okay. All right. I'm just not seeing it pop up in my question box. Thank you so much. All right. So we're on the slide that says ultimate goal, live a better life because communication is easier. So for the next 30 minutes, I'll be sharing some strategies allowing you to become more effective in your ability to influence your prospects, clients, and staff. Naturally, the fact that you decided to join this session illustrates your belief that possessing an ability to influence will allow you to take your real estate career to the next level and make more money. This is what you want, isn't it? So have you ever noticed that some people just naturally have others listen to them at a higher level than others? You know, those people who never met a stranger, they're instant best friends with everyone they meet. Does it seem like they are blessed with some secret power? It's like they have the force or something, right? I am the salesperson you are looking for, right? They just have the force. Well, most likely, they know how to communicate with people in a way that causes them to feel good about making decisions and feel good taking action. So let's just do a quick exercise. On a blank piece of paper, write down 2 things for me. The first one is what you believe will happen in your business when you and your clients have instant trust and rapport. What would that look like in your business? Now, write down a guesstimate of how many people you spoke to in 2017 that you were not able to really connect with. You know, people who wouldn't even speak with you or let you share with them, or, you know, wouldn't even let you share what you wanted to express, right? Just take a guess. You know, was it 1 person a week that you didn't connect with, 2 a week, maybe 3 a week? 3 a week would be 156. How many was it? Now, let's just say you're just learning this method and you're not that great at building rapport. Yet, let's say it only gets you to a closing table maybe 10% of the time as you're learning it. So take 10% of the number you wrote down, right? If you said 1 a week, that would be 52. 10% of that would say, that'd be 5 people. If you wrote down 2 a week, that's 104. That might be 10. 156 could be 15. Now multiply that number times your average commission. Type that number in the box for us. It's your potential lost income. Now you know why I want to really focus on this call. You gotta be kidding me. Okay, can you still hear me? Because my computer just completely kicked me out of the call. With Brandon running the webinar, I think we're in good shape. I just need to know that you can hear me on the audio.
We're all good, Ron.
Okay, then I'm gonna ignore my computer and just keep going. All right, so think about this. I want you to focus on this call because of that dollar amount that you just figured out. I know personally, I had 1 year that I was a cold calling maniac, literally dialing 2 phones at a time, one in my left ear and one in my right ear, and spoke to 12,000 people that year, closed 121 transactions. At that point, I think my average commission was around $4,500. So that year, I made around $545,000. Keeping it simple, let's say out of the 12,000 contacts I made, there were about 1,000 really great conversations. Those turned into the 121 closings. So what if I converted 5% of the remaining 11,000 people? or an additional 585 people? And what if 10% of that group turned into closings? That would be 58 more closings at $4,500, or an additional $261,000 in income. And here's the thing, I wouldn't have been working any harder because those were people I was already speaking to. I was just connecting with them in a better way. So let me state one more thing that needs to be made clear. This isn't about manipulation, right? Manipulation is exerting shrewd or devious influence, especially for one's own advantage. We're not using our MAPS language of sale power for the dark side, right? We're learning to connect with people in a way that causes them to act instead of procrastinate, and causes them to choose you because you're a force for good and want to help them get what they want, not what you want. So can I just get a few yeses typed in the box so I know you're all with me? All right, great. So let's proceed. Let's learn one quick method, the instant rapport building method that we teach in the MAPS language of sales. And let's apply this immediately, whether you take the course or not, apply this method and see what difference it makes for you. So let's consider that even in this day of texting and emailing, you'll set most appointments over the phone. The final appointment will get set over the phone, right? So being incredible on the phone is important. And the method I'm going to teach you works every time. And the more you focus on and use it, the better your results will be. Oh, one other thing. You're going to have to be comfortable being uncomfortable in learning this. It's going to require you to put aside the need to look good, and you're going to have to feel okay with stumbling a little until you've done this so much that it's just natural. Think of it this way. The class is called the MAPS language of sales. Part of the course is learning a new language and language patterns and new ways to communicate. So just think about the last time you learned a new language. I mean, I don't know about you, but it took me a lot of repetition, practice, and focus to learn and become good at it. In fact, being from Chicago, sometimes I think I probably am still not that good at speaking the language of English. So, all right, here we go. You're on the phone. Your goal is to have the person on the other end instantly like and want to communicate with you. So let me tell you first what to do, and then I'll tell you why it works. When you call someone, instead of insisting on them liking you for who you are going to be like them. People relate to people like them. They like people like them. And important as it is, they trust people like them. You are going to be like them. So think about it. Have you ever received a call from a telemarketer whose dialect was very different from yours? They spoke faster or slower. They just didn't connect with you, right? In fact, we know that people who speak fast think people who speak slow are what? Exactly, right? You think there's something slow about them personally, or that they're not very smart. And people who speak slow think people who speak fast are sneaky or untrustworthy. They judge them immediately that people speaking fast are trying to put something over on them. Well, your phone communication is just like that. So how would you like it if when they answered, instead of reacting to you like a telemarketer, you got what I call the second hello, or a hey, how are you? Like you do with your friends. You call a friend and they say hello, you say hello, they say, hey, Ron, what's going on? That's what we want. We want that instant rapport where they feel very comfortable with you automatically. So pay attention, this is it. You dial the phone. As soon as they answer the phone, instead of diving into your script, you're going to intensely focus on their voice, their rate of speech, their volume, their tone, the accent they have, the exact way that they speak when they answer the phone. You're going to really intensely listen to this. You're going to repeat back exactly word for word whatever greeting they use when they answer in your closest imitation of their way of speaking. Not only that, you're going to stay there like that with them for at least the first 3 to 5 sentences of your conversation. So they say, hello, you say, hello, this is Ron Wexler with Apple Realty. I was calling because I saw you had your home for sale by owner. Or they say, hi. You say, hi, this is Ron Wexler with Apple Realty. I saw you were looking at one of our listings online. So right away, you only have one of 2 reactions to what I just shared. Your inner voice said, no way, never, they'll know, they'll catch me, I can't do it, I just can't do it. Or maybe your reaction was, I'll try it. Ron's coached thousands of successful agents, sold thousands of homes. Diana and Kate have sold thousands of homes, and they're incredible communicators. They're the ones that help put this all together. Maybe I'll go ahead and be uncomfortable and I'll take a chance. So as soon as you try it, you'll see how powerful it is. You have to practice over and over with everyone to even start to internalize it. When people hear someone like them, all of their defenses go away. Think about how you sound like the rest of your friends and family, how you all connect instantly. They will like you, connect with you, and communicate with you. That's what happens when you choose to be there like them instead of expecting them to relate to you the way that you are. You can use this method in person to some extent. If people speak softly, you speak softly. If they lean in, you lean in. If they fold their arms, you fold their arms. In person, we call it mirroring and matching. Either way, I'll share, this is just one of the 12 techniques that will change your entire future when you embrace them and you come play Language of Sales with us for the next 12 weeks. MAPS Language of Sales is a method of influencing brain behavior through the use of language. The utilization of language patterns in our teachings through the MAPS Language of Sales is designed to move the listener forward, helping them reach their goals and objectives. Remember, it's their goals and objectives, not yours. And, you know, Diana always says, you help enough people get what they want and you'll get what you want. So let's look at some quick facts that become useful in communication. When you become more effective in your use of language, you cause your listener to choose you, work with you, hire you, join your team. You get the point. You can just connect with a limited number of people who communicate exactly like you, or you can choose today to master your language skills, allowing you to increase your closed transactions and market share. Mostly I think of it as just getting more yeses. You know, a lot of top performers in our company and their teams, like, you know, a lot of you know the Loken Group. I was just looking at the Keller Williams numbers. They closed over 1,800 transactions in 2017, right? A lot of the people on Lance's team have taken the Language of Sales course, not just since I've been a part of it, but, you know, before that too. So just like it did for me and Diana, it raised their income. It lowers the number of contacts you need to make to get to a yes. So the question is, would you like to learn more techniques like this that will make a massive difference in your life? I'm wondering, what is the price you're paying for your current skill set? It got you to where you are, right? Earlier, you figured out the potential lost business not learning the Language of Sales. So what is the cost of your current skills or your lack of Language of Sales skills? No matter how good you are, there's a next step better. I was already a good salesperson before I took this course. It just made me more efficient and got me more yeses faster. The best communicators know that investing your time and resources in mastering your language skills will give you an enormous payoff. So here's the invitation for you. We're going to ask you to join us over the next 12 weeks in the MAPS Language of Sales, beginning this Wednesday, January 10th at 1 o'clock. All the calls are recorded, so if for any reason you miss a call, it's not that big of a problem. You're going to get the recording and the PowerPoint, And so you'll be able to take the course as a self-study if you can't make it. The calls are always at 1 o'clock on Wednesday. You can review the sessions over and over and over. We also have a really dynamic private Facebook group where you can share your successes and the funny stories when you mess it all up. So you want to use the instant rapport building that I just taught you, and then you want to also consider taking the 12-week series. We're going to introduce and work on language patterns and strategies of influence through building rapport. And then you're also going to learn to align your mindset and skills into an intentional set of behaviors that allow you to dramatically increase your effectiveness in sales. So here's the details. It's the MAPS language of sales. It begins Wednesday, January 10th. All calls are Wednesdays at 1 o'clock. And now here's the special thing that Diana said we're going to do. The normal price is $396 for the entire 12 weeks and the recordings and everything else. With the class starting this Wednesday, we're going to offer a discount code for 20% off. And the discount code should be on your screen. It's WB20. And to register for the course, you just go to MAPSLOS, MAPSLOS.com. So that's it. I hope you got a lot out of this. I know I went fast. If there's questions, we'd be glad to answer them. Thank you for being with me today. Like most of the agents who take language of sales, I look forward to hearing a lot of your stories of success. If you have specific questions for me, you can email me direct. It's ron@ronwexler.com. It's WEXLER. I'd be glad to answer your questions. In the meantime, I really appreciate you being here with me. Go out there and build rapport, grow your business, and come play with us starting this Wednesday at 1 o'clock. Go to MAPSLOS.com, sign up, get the discount, and come play Keller Williams MAPS Language of Sales. Thanks so much. Go get them.